Alright, guys. So I know I haven't uploaded in a minute, but just... Oh my god. Okay, would you guys just get over it already? I literally, yes, I shaved my... Okay, yeah, it's buzzed. It's all gone. Can we just... So that's I'm bald. That's what you guys are calling. I'm just bald now. I'm not even Jupiter, nothing. I'm not even the I'm bald. I'm just bald. I thought you guys would have missed me. Fuck you, bitches. I'm done. Hi guys. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. So a little bit ago, I asked you guys to send me suggestions for weird piercings that you guys wanted me to look at. So that's what we're going to be doing today. My Streamlabs, my OBS was being a bit stupid, so I'm not going to have the screen like half and half. I'm just going to like kind of pop up images as I look at them on my phone. So we're just going to make do with that. And the camera's different and I have better lighting, so you guys can see my zits better. Yes! Okay. So the first thing I'm going to be looking at is this very popular image of the tongue split with the zipper. Most people look at this and be like, how did they even do that? It's actually Photoshop, okay? It's not a real photo. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm sick. Someone just like Photoshopped it, put the zipper on there to make it like, I guess, look cooler, but unfortunately it's not real. You can't get a zipper on your tongue. Ooh, everybody wanted that, I know. Ooh, man. Okay, so this next one I'm looking at is this guy with a large stretched septum piercing. Looks like he has other nose piercings too that are stretched, along with, ooh, he has a nasal line piercing with like a large barbell through that. That's cool. His eyebrow piercing. Okay, so at first glance, I don't really see a whole lot wrong with this. He just has a lot of, stretch piercings. I think maybe with that middle labret piercing, or is that yeah, that's a labret. No, that's a, what the fuck is the name called? Philtrum piercing. Or Medusa, whatever you want to call it. With it stretched to that size, I'm a little concerned about, unless the bead's just that size and it's like a regular piercing through that. But if it's just, if the stretch is that big, I'm a tad concerned for the oral health of this. But I mean, oh, I didn't even, let me check out the eyebrow piercing actually. Okay, those seem a little bit low down and they might be rejecting, so I would actually keep an eye on that. I can't really see his ears too well. Those captive bead rings in there look sick as hell, and I think he has a gem cluster in his tragus. I'm not too sure, or that's an earlobe. I can't really see that well, but yeah, I mean that septum might cause some issues later on, but those eyebrow piercings you got to get checked out because those look like they're about to reject. Cool as hell. Actually, if you go to a piercing, I watched a video. If you go to like any piercing convention, you'll see people just like this. This kind of look isn't as uncommon as most people might think. You'll actually like see people that look like this or like even more modified. It's insane. It's incredible. So yeah, go people. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so the next one I'm looking at is this person who seemed to have had stretched ears, but the earlobe snapped and they decided to take advantage of it and make this cool little, I'd say like 5-prong industrial piercing out of it. I mean, I haven't done I don't really know a whole lot about piercing through snapped earlobes or anything like that, or like broken tissue, but from an artistic standpoint, this is pretty cool. I would probably just check with any other piercer that's like certified to see if that's actually a feasible thing you can keep, but it looks cool. I mean, that'd be something that I would love to see more. If people want to take advantage of their, I just on my mic, I'm sorry. But if people want to take advantage of their like, injuries more, that'd be, and kind of make it this whole project. I don't see a problem with it, I might be a bit concerned about it rejecting a bit because I can see that like top left barbell sticking through. It seemed a little bit shallow, but if it heals, I guess. So props to that person. So, oh wow, ooh, that has to be like the largest. Oof, wow. So this guy seems to have stretched nostril piercings. He doesn't have his, actually I think he does have a stretched septum piercing. Yeah, he does. Ooh, it's like all stretched. Wow, you can like see right through that. That's insane. And he also has some more, I think that's like scarification on his cheek. He has a stretched labret piercing. He has possibly a stretched snake bites. Cool. That's really cool. That's actually probably some of the biggest like stretched nostrils I've ever seen. I'd be surprised if those are like, that's like world record or something. Wow. That's awesome. And the eyebrow tattoos as well. I love those. And I love his dahlia bites or his dimple piercings. Those are really cool as well. Ooh, okay. So this is a stretched lip rat piercing. It's see-through, so you can like see her bottom teeth just like poking through there. Okay, so right off the bat, I can kind of like see it pressing against her upper teeth right there, which is a little bit concerning for oral health. A lot of these stretched oral piercings are pretty risky for your oral health, because what happens is, especially even with like regular oral piercings that aren't stretched, there's a lot of gum erosion, there's a lot of chipping that can happen. Your piercing, like if they don't downsize fast enough, it can just like get caught in your teeth, your gums can wear away, your teeth can wear away. If you take like say titanium, which is or titanium or platinum or gold, would like the most common things people get pierced with, that rubbing against the bones on your teeth, like the bone, like the calcium on your teeth, that's gonna wear it away. And then gum erosion, there's gonna be a lot of that, where the roots of your teeth might show more and then your teeth can eventually fall out. That's why a lot of piercers don't advise the snake eyes piercing, because it's right on the tip of your tongue. So the tip of your tongue like lies like right behind all your teeth. So a lot of chipping can happen, especially like since your teeth are like resting against your top teeth or your bottom teeth, wherever you put your tongue. It's just, and when you're talking, when you're eating, it's really bad for your teeth and your just mouth in general. So that's why a lot of piercers advise against that. That's why you have to really focus on downsizing your jewelry after getting oral piercing. Yeah, that's all I'm really concerned about with this. But if she's, handling it pretty well, if it's a good size, I'm just concerned about it pressing against her teeth. But if it's fine for her and other piercers approve of it, like I said, I'm not a professional piercer at all yet. I just know a few things. So yeah, just be careful of that. Looks dope though. Looks sick. Love teeth. Oh. See, now this is something that I would highly not advise anyone to get, okay? Just viewers' discretion advised. This is pretty gross, okay? So, I don't even really know where to begin with that. It seems like they have... I think that's just a straight up needle sticking through their Achilles right there. Okay, so... I think they got it pierced in front of their Achilles tendon because, at least they know enough about anatomy to not do it there. It's just the amount of blood vessels and arteries and other important things that are in your feet there. Oh, that's a bad one. And it's a big piercing. It's like if someone just took a bow and arrow, drew it back, and just boom, right in your ankle. That's what that looks like. So I wouldn't be surprised because it looks healed. I would just not be surprised if something were to get in there and like infect really bad, and then you have to get your like feet amputated or something. Like that does not look healthy at all. Do not get that. Only get a piercing that's through any like soft tissue or anything that's like cartilage, like something that can be pierced. Because down there, that's just straight up like muscle. That's like, oh, don't get that piercing. Don't get that piercing. Please do not get that piercing, okay? Okay, now I have some more that was all on Instagram. I have to go on Snapchat for these now. My friend sent me some. Where the fuck are you, Maddie? Okay. Oh, okay. So this is a ear full of just straight up, just lots of ear piercings. Let me just analyze this real quick because there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, so there's some harsh angles here, some spots where they shouldn't have gotten pierced. There seems to be an orbital piercing at that third, like, upper helix. Is that just a really large really long barbell, like an industrial barbell through the forward helix that doesn't connect anything? Or is that just a really shallow floating industrial on the ridge of their ear? I can't tell. Tragus seems to be done okay. Those earlobe piercings, I mean, they don't seem bad. Oh, there's a lot of gunk on that. I didn't see that before. There's a lot of gunk on that front, front upper helix piercing. They gotta clean that. There seems to be like an orbital piercing over the third one. I mean, other than like some harsh angles like that third upper helix piercing seems like really forced, and it seems like with that like forward one, the best one that I've seen so far is that middle upper helix piercing. The one on the top, I think, was pierced at a bit of a weird... It looks like it was pierced to be like a hidden helix piercing, but then they just put a barbell through that. I don't know why. If that's just a forward helix piercing with an industrial barbell, that's really, really, really easy to snag on things. You don't want to keep that in. Cartilage, even though cartilage seems to be fully healed, it can still be irritated. if you're like tugging at it enough, like in your earlobe piercing, say like when people like, you know, tug like during fights or anything, if someone like, you know, rips an earring out of someone's ear, that can still irritate that. So yeah, that just careful of snagging. I would just switch that out for like a shorter one. Like all of those other long barbells have a high risk of snagging just because it's not sitting like right up against the ear. It's really easy to get caught on stuff. So I would advise just switching out all those helix piercings. I don't like off the rip. Oh, they have a conch piercing. I didn't even really see that. I don't know. I mean, it's a good conch piercing. I don't know. That tragus piercing, it seems a bit shallow, so just be careful of rejection. That's a pretty big ring, so yeah, snagging, especially since it's pierced so shallow. If you're trying to heal that, then it doesn't really coincide. And I can't tell if that's crust underneath that or if it's another tragus piercing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like to have enough room for two, so I wouldn't be surprised with that one. Just reject it out. But all of the earlobe piercings seem fine. That middle upper helix piercing seems good. That forward helix, if it didn't have that barbell in there. Yeah, the other like lower helix piercings, it looks like they kind of need to take care of that upper lower one. Yeah, everything seems sort of fine. I don't really see any huge problems with that. Just take care of your ear and downsize accordingly. Ooh, okay, another strange one. That is definitely gonna reject. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Okay, so that seems to be pierced below the first knuckle on someone's middle finger. The way that's just sticking out of this the skin, that's gonna reject out so fast. That's not even a chance to get fully healed. Like if you're gonna pierce an area like that, at least use a surface bar. You can't use just a regular barbell, or else that thing will reject out. So the fact that they used like a curved thing makes it like there's like a tri thing, it's like a built-in ring sort of. I don't. Yeah, take that out before it like really scars, because that's gonna reject out and leave like a huge gash in your finger. Don't keep that in. Okay, so there's. Oh, what the okay, I didn't. Okay, how do you even. Okay, so I'm confused as if these are like play piercings or if those are pierced just to stay in, because they're not gonna stay in. I'm talking about the upper. So okay, so it's this. So this is someone's belly button here. Those other belly button piercings seem okay. I mean, actually, they seem pierced at a pretty harsh angle though. So I would be even like concerned about those belly button piercings, to be honest. They seem pierced pretty high up. That lower one seems to be kind of okay. It's just the ones up there are the ones that I'm super concerned about, because they just use straight barbells on skin that's not even really like pierceable. Yeah, take them out. You don't want tiger stripes down your fucking stomach, okay? That's gonna scar, that's gonna reject out. If you're gonna, like I said, if you're gonna pierce areas that aren't conventionally pierceable, there's this thing called the tape test, where you place a piece of tape on a place that you want to get pierced at, and you just kind of like move around as much as you can to see if that area moves. And if it moves a lot, you move the tape accordingly until it goes into a place that like either doesn't move or doesn't move as much, or you'll just try to avoid moving with those areas kind of. Yeah, don't just pierce the place that's conventionally pierceable, or a place that doesn't really move a whole lot, so you don't have a high chance of rejection, and use a surface bar. A straight barbell doesn't even, it's gonna like, the balls are gonna like kind of push up against the skin there. The barbell is just gonna like stick out of the skin eventually. It's gonna kind of like show through the middle, and then eventually it'll just pop out. And it'll leave it. Oh God, it's fucking hot. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with this in the background for the rest of the video, because it is so fucking hot in here. Oh my God. So yeah, at least use a surface bar, or else it'll definitely reject out. And pierce the place that's conventionally pierceable. Just don't pierce any part of your body. That's not going to stay in. It's stupid. You can't keep it in anyway. Unless you're doing play piercings and you just take it right out. It's just going to like, be sucky to have afterwards. But as long as it's not if it's not a play piercing, don't keep it in. But if it's a play piercing, it's just to have a photo shoot, then I guess that's okay. So, ooh, okay. So this is what I'm talking about. That's a play piercing. So it seems like they kind of just one up the sides of her neck, and this is called a corset piercing, okay? So it's when they just kind of like set up some rings along like a certain part of the body, and they tie ribbon through it and make it a little corset, hence, the name corset piercing. That looks so sick. That looks really cool. Yeah, I mean, for photo shoots, this is super common. There's this girl I follow called Dana Marie Dracula. She does a lot of this. She does a lot of suspensions. She does a lot of these like scarification things, body mods. She does play piercing, all that. It's so cool. I love content like this. And her other piercings seem great. So props to her. Looks sick. Oh! Yeah, I've seen this image around. gum piercings, please don't. If you're gonna do something like that, just get a smiley piercing. That's a little bad for your health, for your teeth, gum erosion and all that, but it's a million times better than going through your fucking gums, okay? Oh my god. Your teeth are, you don't even know where the root canals are at. Oh my god, that's gonna fucking, oof, that's a trip to the hospital, man. Go to the fucking hospital. Okay, this one I'm a bit confused by. Okay, wait, I didn't show the full image. Yeah, I'm a bit where did those even, how, are those all just surface bars? I can't tell if these are just fake piercings. Because if I didn't know any better, I would think that they were going through like her whole fucking body. Because I mean, the reason why I'm not thinking it's a fake piercing is because you can see this little barbell like sticking out of it. So, and it looks to me she has like a regular belly button piercing. They're probably not all gonna stay in. That's for damn sure. It's like a wet spot on the left one too. Where's that plastic? I don't know. If it heals, it heals. It probably won't. Take them out, please. Okay, here's another one of those corset piercings. This one's a bit more complex. This one probably took a little bit longer to do. But yeah, same concept. Pierce a bunch of rings in someone, and then just tie some ribbon in it, take the picture. This is really complex work, and kudos to the person who did this project. This looks so sick. Yeah, play piercings are only for the photo. It's not gonna stay in. It looks cool, but only for the moment that you have it. So okay, so here's another type of play piercing, where they just stick a bunch of needles through you, like through the surface of your skin, and it creates like swirly patterns, and they just leave like the needles in there, and it creates like these cool swirly patterns. Great for a photo shoot, you know. The person I talked about before does the same thing. Looks sick. You can't keep it in, of course, but since it like swells up in those areas, it creates like these cool little swirly patterns sometimes. I love work like this. I love work. I hope to one day, if I make it in my profession, I hope one day I can do things like this, because this is so cool to me. Okay, man. Yeah, so there's a lot wrong here. Oof. So aside from, I don't even want to comment on the fact that it may look visually unappealing because everybody has their own preferences. I'm not a fan of this aesthetic, to be honest. There's so much to comment on. There's so many piercings that are gonna reject. There's so many piercings that are already like so shallow. So many piercings that are bad for your oral health. She has a smiley and a frowny piercing. She has, oh my god, how many septums is that? Okay, how many is that? Oh, that rhino, that's not even a rhino piercing. That's a straight through. She just used a curved barbell to tip the horizontal part of her tongue or her nose. Just rejecting out like crazy. She has it all going up her nose. A lot of those are rejecting out. One doesn't even have a ball on it. Those eyebrow piercings are horrendous. Okay, yeah. I don't even know what to say about this, man. There's so much to unpack here. Only pierce the areas that you're able to be pierced in. And always get it done by a professional, a trusted professional. Don't do this to yourself, please. Okay, I'm glad someone submitted this. The fucking snake eyes piercing, okay? Especially this one, the swelling, terrible. It's gonna swell over those barbells, or those balls. You're gonna have to go to the hospital. Don't ever get the snake eyes piercing, okay? Gum erosion, teeth erosion, you're gonna chip your teeth on it. It's gonna constantly just like be like chipping away at your teeth. The more times you talk, more times you eat. It's gonna like your tongue swells up so much during the healing process that if you just use like that size of curved barbell with just regular sized balls, it's gonna swallow it up. You're gonna have to go to the hospital, get it cut out, or it'll just reject out on its own, and then you'll have a giant scar on your tongue either way. Don't ever get this piercing. Do not ever get the snake eyes piercing, no matter how cool it looks. Because trust me, I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. If it was a feasible piercing, I would like it. I would get it. But it's not. It's not. And just because it looks cool doesn't mean it's gonna be good in the long run, okay? Don't get this. I'm getting mad. Oh my god. Don't ever get this piercing. Do not. Do not. Oh my god, don't get that fucking piercing. Every time I see that piercing, it pisses me the fuck off. That's all the submissions I had. Thank you guys for submitting them. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for supporting me through the times that I've, been absent. A lot of stuff has just been happening. I've had, like finals coming up. I've had like other tests and stuff in school. We're hopefully gonna be back at it. Summer's coming up, so we'll have all the time in the world. I'll just, slot my work and stuff, but we got it. We got it. Thank you guys for watching. Love you. Bye. If it would fucking turn on!